Hi gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. Today I am here with a spring fragrance video for you. So this will be part one. In today's video, the theme is whimsical. You know, all things light, bright, soft, and uplifting, very feminine. If that's your thing, then this video is for you. So please keep watching. Hey friend, welcome back. I hope that whenever you are watching this video, you are doing well, and I hope that this video brings some joy into your day. If you're new here on this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey like today's video. I sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle here and there, and in every single video I share encouragement. If those things sound good to your ears, then I would love to have you here, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. The first fragrance I wanted to talk about today is a body mist, and this is another Sol de Janeiro body mist. This is the newest 91. I was in Sephora on some random day and I smelled this and I could not stop thinking about it. So I recently went back to pick it up because it just smelled so perfect for springtime. It's such a gorgeous, juicy burst of joy and brightness and femininity. It is just gorgeous. Cheirosa 91 is so mouth-watering, so fresh, so juicy, so fruity. And for me, it is a welcome addition to my springtime lineup of perfumes, mainly because of the gorgeous passion fruit that's at the top of the fragrance. And then I love the way the pink rose is done. Now, I don't pick up too much of like a cream or pistachio. I definitely don't pick up on some of those more gourmand fragrance notes like the sugar or the caramel. To me, this just smells like a juicy, fruity, sweet, rose scented perfume. And y'all, it projects like crazy. I put it on inside of the bathroom that was inside of one room, and my husband could smell it in an entirely different room. Y'all, this is so juicy. It's like mouth watering. And then just as much as it's juicy, it is equally floral. So the rose in here is definitely there. So if you're not a rose person, you may not like this one, but y'all, it is the freshest and pinkest rose. It is gorgeous. For me, I'm someone that loves tropical fruits. I am from the islands, so I absolutely love a good passion fruit, a good pineapple, a good mango, and this one definitely has a gorgeous passion fruit. And paired with that beautiful young pink rose, this one is just so fun and so bright and just jovial. And those are some adjectives that I use to describe springtime fragrances. I feel like one of the things I love about spring is number one, the colors I get to experiment with, but number two, the fragrances and how they make me feel. And this one definitely evokes a sense of joy and a sense of levity and brightness, and it's just so fun. I put it on in one room and my husband could smell it in an entirely different room. So for me, this one was another love, especially because it's the perfect body mist to spritz on before I go work out and to really enjoy this spring and summer. And I can tell I'm probably gonna love this one even more in the summertime. So yes, this is Cheirosa 91. So this next fragrance is the perfect springtime scent, but this one gives a little bit more of a mature feel. So a very sophisticated and elevated type of fragrance. This is Ker-leen's Rhea. Y'all know Rhea is fairly new to my collection. I've talked about it in a few different videos now, and I love this fragrance even more now than previously, and that's because it continues to mature so beautifully. So now it's definitely a lot more fruity than what I was picking up before, and what I was picking up before I thought was florals, but in reality it wasn't. It's just that this one has an earthy type of soft spicy feel with that patchouli. That's what I'm picking up in this fragrance. So yes, the patchouli is definitely there and you can detect it, but it's not in a way where it is overwhelming or it gives those really harsh, hay-like, dusty characteristics that patchouli can sometimes carry. This one is very bright and juicy and overall very uplifting. Another characteristic I like in my springtime fragrances. Y'all, this one is so good. I have this on today and I must say it is a very grown up and sophisticated fragrance. I definitely felt pulled together and polished with this perfume on today. So once again, this is Ria by Kharlaj. Next, we have another super fruity, juicy fragrance. And this one, just like the first fragrance I talked about, stopped me in my tracks after smelling it. This is Strawberry Jam by the Seven Virtues. So this is my full-size bottle, but I started out with a travel size. And my travel size is all gone. And so I was so giddy to be able to go to the store and pick up my full-size bottle the other day. This, y'all, is a welcome addition to my perfume collection. And the reason why I love this one for springtime is because it feels very bright, very juicy, very fun and lighthearted, similar to the first fragrance. What I love about this one is it feels very fluffy and creamy and sweet, but the strawberry in this one is so much more realistic than some of my other strawberry fragrances. So I think that's what makes this one stand out for me. Strawberry Jam stole my heart. And what I love about this fragrance is it has this gorgeous strawberry note that is more realistic than some other strawberry fragrances I've smelled before. Honestly, this one reminds me of your Yum Bougie marshmallows or your marshmallow blush or any of the other Yum Bougie marshmallow dupes. That's what this one reminds me of. But there's something about this one that feels a little bit more perfumey than some of those other scents, which tend to lean extremely gourmand. This one feels subtly more perfumey. This is another fragrance that's just a light-hearted type of scent. This one doesn't give sophisticated or polished, but it definitely gives fun, joyful. There's a youthfulness to this fragrance, but it still has that perfumey touch that separates it from, say, a body mist. Not to mention the lasting power is really nice on this one. I forgot to mention that the lasting power and projection on Chirosa 91 is incredibly impressive as well. So I will be back with more of an update on those fragrances as I continue to experience them. But as of right now, I am in love. Yeah, so if you have Marshmallow Blush or Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow, I feel like the dry down to this one is very similar to those other fragrances. However, this one feels a bit more juicy as opposed to the other scents. And for that reason, I think that makes this one a bit closer to, say, a Marshmallow Blush by Paris Corner, because that one has like a little candy-like feel to it. But I definitely think this one, it definitely stands on its own, and I felt like it was worthy to add to my collection because it is so good. This is Strawberry Jam by the Seven Virtues. So this next one is one that I have been playing around with because I feel like I have a lot of similar fragrances, as you can see in my current perfume collection, but there's something about this one that just kept calling my name. So I started out with just a travel size just to be sure, and I've been really loving this fragrance. This is Clean Reserve's Caramel Swirl. The reason why this one caught my attention is because of the mix of fragrance notes. I was intrigued. I wanted to see how all those notes would work together. And for me, this one is so good. Not only is it sweet and syrupy and subtly creamy, but the dry down turns a little bit powdery. And this one is extremely long lasting, which is a surprise to me for Clean Reserve. So honestly, I can definitely see myself picking up a full-size bottle of this one in the near future when I've emptied some of my other perfumes that have a similar scent profile. Caramel Swirl has a lot of notes and accords that we're all familiar with, but for me, what I found really interesting was the caramel mixed with those citruses and coconut at the top of the fragrance, and then you have mango at the mid with a white chocolate and a whipped cream at the base. Those were the notes and accords that really stood out to me that I was so curious about. And for me, in my experience, this fragrance is very whimsical, very fairy tale like, something I would definitely wear in the spring and summer. And it's the kind of fragrance that really transports you to a fun place, sort of a kid-like world, if you will. In addition, I love the dry down. I love that it turns powdery. So you're just floating in this cloud of like caramel and fruit and white chocolate. It is really interesting. So again, this is Clean Reserve's Caramel Swirl. And last but certainly not least is another newbie to my perfume collection. You all have seen this one in a few different videos now, and that's because I genuinely love this perfume, and every time I put it on, I get a compliment. This is another Kharlaj perfume. This is Sar Vani Blanc. This fragrance smells simultaneously cozy, elegant, elevated, and a little sexy. I just love all of those different facets. It is so good. If you're looking for a nice vanilla to add to your perfume collection, I would highly suggest checking this one out because it smells so luxurious and expensive, but it's also very cozy. And it's definitely something that can be worn year round, which is why I'm featuring it in this video. It's the softest kiss of vanilla and woods against your skin, which I think makes it perfect for this whimsical category, because it definitely has all of those playful, lighthearted, and very fanciful characteristics. Sar Vani Blanc is powdery, it's warm, it's soft, it's cozy, it's woody, it's vanillic. Those powdery and musky accords really creates this illusion of a cloud of soft and powdery and sweet vanilla mixed with a subtle and smooth and resinous wood. I love the combination of the apple and the powdered sugar at the top of this fragrance. The amber with that cashmere wood really creates that elevated feel. And then you have another dose of vanilla, sandalwood, and benzoin at the base of this fragrance, which is the perfect trifecta for a creamy dry down. However, this fragrance never feels cloying or too dense. It is a very, very soft, musky, powdery, woody vanilla fragrance. This is Sar Vani Blanc by Ker-leen. Okay friends, so we have come to the end of the video. If you're still here, thank you so much. If this video was entertaining, informational, if it was helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out because that helps my channel continue to grow and reach other fragrance lovers like us. Also, be sure to turn on those notifications so you never miss another upload. I also wanted to take a moment to remind you that I do have a 30-day devotional that is available right now on Amazon, Etsy, as well as on my website. It's called Align and Reign. It's broken up into 4-week blocks where for every single day you have scripture, a reflection, you have a wellness practice, as well as a prayer on every single page, and a fully lined page where you can jot down your notes, journal, write down your prayers, talk to God in any way that best suits your needs. So if you're interested, I will put all the details in the description box towards the top. I almost forgot. Really quickly, I have another giveaway. So today I'm giving away Lattafa's ARABIAN Coral. This is the perfect spring and summer fragrance. It is so good, y'all. I have my own bottle of this perfume and it's one that I absolutely love, and so I wanted to gift this to one of my lovely, beautiful, amazing, supportive subscribers. So if you're interested, here's what I want you to do. Comment down below a springtime fragrance in your collection that you feel is whimsical, and then let me know that you're entering the giveaway for this fragrance in the comment section as well. And as always, before we go, I wanted to leave you with some encouragement today. So today I wanted to keep it really short and sweet and just remind you that you are worthy. You are handcrafted by God and you are so unique. And so don't let anything or anyone let you forget how amazing you are today. I just really want you to hold on to that and think about that. Think about how unique you are. Think about your gifts, your talents, the things you enjoy, the things that you're naturally inclined to do. All of those things were put into you on purpose. You are so unique and so special. And as always, I will be over here reflecting on the same. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!